Hello, ladies and gentlemen, again. Well, it's been a long day, it's quite late now, so I will try to be a bit shorter than usual. Actually, first I wanted to show some games, but then once I was preparing some statistics for you, I realized there is simply no need for it. Well, just statistics is already enough to understand everything. If somebody has a slightest clue about chess and actually he not cheater or cheater friendly himself, and okay, I think that would be enough. But maybe when I have time, have a bit more energy, I will also analyze games. I mean, in today games, well, out of 5 games, 4 were completely flawless from my opponent. Quite complicated games, some of those, but not even an inaccuracy. And the one game was really bad. Yeah, such a coincidence. It happened after I demanded the people who are watching from Chess.com to have a full checkup, a full camera on the full room. They told me they did it. I don't know if it's true or not, but measuring the level of play, I concluded probably this time they told the truth. Anyways, I just want to present you the following statistics. I mean, why? Yeah, you know this whole story. I've recorded the video. Everything was totally clear to me when I just checked statistic games of my opponent. So I had no doubt. That's why I recorded it in advance and I told that I'm going to publish it immediately after the games. I knew what is going to happen. Actually, I played extremely well today, much better than in qualification, much better than yesterday, but yeah, it was clear to me it's not going to help me. So I lost, which is okay. I really don't care. I mean, this is for me just fun, and well, I know I'm going to lose against some players because I have a lot of statistics. You know, I'm doing a lot of work, my team, and that I will touch later, that subject. But for now, well, let's just go. Let's see the statistics. I prepared it for you now. So this is the statistics of my today's opponent, Frederick Swain. He is 2455 rapid rating. Well, he doesn't play much, actually, rapid or blitz, OTB, but he plays quite some classical chess. He's not bad player. I mean, he's 26 something in classical, but much lower in rapid blitz. Maybe because he doesn't play, maybe because it's not his cup of tea, rapid blitz. But well, the last event he played in rapid chess was World Championship 2022, so 1.5 years ago in December, and his performance was 24 22, I think. So well, quite bad. Well, he played with pretty weak opponents, made -1, even lost to some guy 2200. So yeah, was nothing to be proud of. But online he's just terribly strong. So let's see the performance of the in this tournament. I mean, qualification, and then the match against Levon Aranyan, and then today the match against me. So yeah, these are his opponents. He had very strong opposition. So average rating was 2667, which is extremely strong. I mean, it's like top 50, yeah, in the world in rapid. I of course I'm talking about FIDE ratings. So a lot of absolutely top players like Caruana. He played 1 game with Caruana, 3 games with Aranyan, 5 games with me. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I actually have 2700 rating in Rapid, FIDE Rapid. It's number 24 in the world, believe me or not, and I'm actually playing quite a lot Rapid. I mean, during last about a year, I played almost 50 Rapid games, which were counted for rating. Okay, sometimes I had some disasters. Okay, I'm already quite old, so some days my head doesn't work, but sometimes I can still play pretty well. And well, I'm 2700, I'm in top 25 in the world still. Actually, for me, rapid is probably the best control because I'm a bit too slow. Already, my brain is too slow for blitz, even though still I'm in top 50 in blitz in FIDE, also playing quite a lot. But rapid is actually my thing, yeah. So I'm not that bad. So 2700, 5 games against me today. So 3 games with Aranyan 2750, with Nepomniachtchi 2754, he's number 4 in the world. So with Caruana, again Aranyan, Sarana, very strong rapid play, Yesipenko, very strong also player, and so on and so on. Bortnik, Benjamin Bok. So very very strong opposition, and let's check his result. His result was so 6 draws. He won 7 games and lost 3 games. So plus 4. Performance, his performance is, I will just show you now, 2757. With his rating 2455. 2757 is at this moment is actually number 4 in the world. I mean, if somebody is having 2757, so his performance is top 5 player in the world. And let's see also the accuracy of play. Yeah, it's not only about results, which is amazing for such a player who, let's be frank, never ever showed anything OTB, any result which is remotely close to top level. Yeah, not yet. Maybe he will. I don't know, but probably online he will be more successful. But in any case, so far it was not proved that he can play on top 20 level. To be to be very polite, yeah. And but here he's just playing on top 5 level. Obviously, the whole tournament. So 16 games already played. Let's see. I made it also Centipone, so lead chess system, which because Caps chess.com accuracy, they try their best to pretend it doesn't mean anything. Of course it does mean something, but yeah, Centipone is anyway more accurate, even though it's pretty coherent. You can see, so Caps is pretty reliable system, in fact, independently on what they claim, because they know that they better claim this, otherwise you cannot explain the numbers pretty often. But Centipone in Lichess they use it for anti-cheating, and well, they never pretended that this is inaccurate, and actually it is quite accurate. So the first round he played with Caruana because his rating is not high, so he immediately got to a very very high rated player, made a draw with white. So red, it means he played white, and green, it's playing black. He played one more black, so he played 5 blacks for white in qualification tournament. And first round he drew with Caruana. So Caps 94.9, 95.4, so very very top level, 91 moves, a lot of moves. By the way, all games are long. He doesn't have any short games, so not like, you can say, well, he's just playing some short draws. No, all games are long, yeah. So 10 Centipones each, very equal fight. So 10 is like, well, it actually 10 is a level, in general, average level of a top 10 player playing classical chess. Of course, you can also play rapid from time to time well, like 10, but in general, I would say that my assessment is, I made a lot of statistics already, and in general, I would say the top 10 player, okay, if it's not Magnus only, yeah, the average level of in rapid of a top 10 player is something like between 15 and 20, I would say. That is 15 when he is in good form, 20 not the best form. But yeah, that's a very very high top level player accuracy in a tournament, let's say, average. And by the way, so Frederick Swain performance Antipon was 13.8, which is actually much better than top 10. In fact, this is a level of Magnus Carlsen. Magnus Carlsen in a very good form when at his best. I will compare then one of his performances, you will see. So 13.8 is really like, yeah, it's exclusive, yeah, the level of play. And again, there are, first of all, there are a lot of decisive games. So the games were not simple. Some, of course, yes, some were not too complicated, even though still, when you play rapid chess and you have half minute on the clock or 10 seconds, even in a simple position, you can go wrong. So it's, again, even in a rather boring game, still to show 10 or 6 as usual is still not easy at all, even for top players. But Grandmaster Swain is showing it quite regularly, at least here lately. So then he made the draw with white against Aranyan, 8 each, 8 both, very very strong play. I mean, it was 50 moves game, I mean, rather complicated game. Caps 96.8, 96.9, so okay, completely equal fight with Caruana Aranyan. Then he played some Indian player, Grandmaster, but I don't know him really, so made again a draw with black. He has a low rating, but actually 6-7, so the game was pretty short. That was the only rather short game, 26 moves. And somehow out of the opening it went to endgame, very forced line, and everything changed, and it was a draw. So I don't know, you can count this game or not, doesn't matter. Accuracy is almost 100% for both players, but okay, this was the only game which was not too complicated. Everything other games were whether very complicated, whether long and getting into time trouble, so anything can happen, yeah, in when you're playing on few seconds. Not with Frederick, it seems. So then after this sloppy start, even though of course two players were very strong, then there was 4 wins in a row against Yesipenko. Well, you all know him, very strong grandmaster. Sarana, of course, then wonderful time, yeah, on chess.com, Tuan Ming, who doesn't have a very high rating. OTB never had any powerful results, but somehow online he's extremely strong. But anyways, he beat him as well. You see accuracy 16-5. I mean, that was quite amazing. This is a number of moves, 36 move. I checked the game with Sarana. It was a very complicated Sicilian. Sarana didn't play too bad. 21 for rapid chess is okay. In a complicated position, 5 in a very complicated game against strong player. Winning, yeah. So this is like, yeah, I'm not sure if I ever managed it, maybe, but not lately for sure. I mean, 5 is just insane. It's almost computer play practically. Then there's Benjamin Bock. He beat Benjamin Bock as well, 4 in a row. Then he lost to Jan. Yeah, that's kind of weird. 29. So accuracy is very different to here. The worst game was 17 accuracy, and immediately jumps to 29. It was a complicated game, but I don't know. There is a hypothesis that maybe he doesn't want to qualify for the main group. I don't know, because too many untouchables there. Well, it's just my guess, yeah. But I mean, maybe in the second division is safer somehow. I don't know, or maybe just lost the game. Up to you to decide. But this game was not good from him. But then again, it started to go perfect. Then the last round, actually I think draw was enough for him to qualify for the second group. But just in case, he won against Bortnik very convincingly, 17 precision, 94.6. You see 40 moves. Then he played the match for the qualification for the, as I understand, for the first group, for the main group, and he lost to Aranyan half to 1.5, even though showing very, very serious accuracy, 18 and 10, so average 14, very, very top level. But Levon had his day and his positions. He was familiar with 9, is absolutely amazing, but just in 2 games, but still he was playing incredibly well this day, so he managed to win. Maybe actually Swain, he didn't really want to win, I don't know, again my guess only. But still, you see the accuracy average is very good even for rapid chess. I mean, very, very strong, very top. 89, so 90 and 94.4, so more than 92 average in 2 games. It's serious. And then we come to the match today. That was the best, of course, performance. Actually, I as I mentioned in my previous previous video, just which I recorded before the match. I mean, it was clear to me I have very little chance. I checked this already. I saw how powerful is his play. But today, in fact, I decided to play very solid safe to make at least as many draws as possible against the superior force. And actually, I also was playing very well. In fact, maybe today I played my best chess since quite some time. And okay, I played a bit boring games, but no mistakes really, like 2-2, 4-4. Yeah, I mean, okay, if the first game was bit boring, but still, I mean, still, he played many moves actually with 5 seconds left on the clock, with 2 seconds increment, and not the slightest inaccuracy. I mean, just perfect defense. Okay, it was a draw, but I was kind of a little bit pressing, maybe especially because I had much more time, but not the slightest inaccuracy, so I didn't get a single winning chance. But then the second game was actually quite complicated. Middle game was sharp and very unclear, complicated. Well, I played well, he played also well, perfect. Was a draw. Then the third game, yeah, I mean, somehow I knew after 2 games it was clear to me that, well, under normal circumstances, sooner or later I'm going to lose the match. So when I again played actually well first half of the game, and then we went to some rook endgame, which was a draw. But well, okay, it could get sharp somehow, and I decided, okay, maybe it's my chance to try to win a game, because I didn't believe I'm going to do it otherwise, and I started to do some crazy thing and actually lost this rook endgame. Again, absolutely perfect play from him. 11 is accuracy level extremely high, so better than Magnus at his best, so perfect. Okay, nothing to be done. I lost with 19 accuracy, actually not bad at all. Just at the end of the game I started to make a couple of mistakes, and then he punished it in the absolutely perfect way, so I lost. And then we come to the game 4, because after these 3 games, when you see 98.4, 97.8, 95.5, somehow I felt like it's kind of a bit too much for a 2455 player, and I just asked the people who are on Zoom from Chess.com. I just told them, okay, I mean, I'm just not going to play unless you, well, the last game I can resign, whatever, unless you make a full checkup of my opponent, and well, with a camera on the full room. And okay, they promised they're going to do it, so probably they did, because this game was exceptionally bad from my opponent. 45 his level of play, which is well, this is a really 2400. 45 made a lot of mistakes, blunders. I also actually played quite badly this game. I was bluffing, I needed to win. I was not playing well, but also bluffing, but he made so many mistakes that finally I managed to win the game. So 80.2 his accuracy, so second, I mean, it's by far, by big margin, his worst game. The second worst is against Jan Nepomniachtchi, 85.7, and another game below 90 out of 16, 87.6. Everything else is 89.9. Okay, there are 2 games close to 90, and everything else is much above 90. 98, 94, 95, 98, 96. So yeah, I mean, amazing level. But then, okay, then he got back to his to his force. Yeah, there was a little break in between, and okay, then in the tie break I got white, and absolutely no chance. I mean, he just played perfect, absolutely perfect game, and well, zero chance. I tried to make it murky. Actually, 27 moves. I mean, here I write, because after 27 moves, I was just bluffing, just giving up pieces. So, but first 27 move before the game was completely decided. Again, his accuracy is 10, minus 23, not so bad. I mean, I tried to attack, but it didn't work. He calculated everything precisely in seconds, and made all best moves, so all tactics, everything. So 10, amazing level, especially for nervous tiebreak game, and especially considering that he had black, he had less time. So basically, he more or less played blitz this game. 10, not bad for blitz. No chance, I lost. Okay, now I'm recording this video. What I also did today, as you saw already, yes, that I just showed not violating rules, just to make sure, but I showed how simple it is to cheat in online chess, even under Zoom, even with these so-called anti-cheating measures, which are not, this is just a joke, as you can see my video, my previous video. And well, what can I say about all this? Yeah, just at the end of the statistics, I mean, I don't think there is any point even to show games, because this is so brutally ridiculous, those numbers. I mean, that it simply cannot be. It just cannot be. I mean, against very top players, also actually against people who played very well, very, very high level of play, but it just simply cannot, it didn't help them. Yeah, it's just like a machine just crashing, yeah, when he needs. So I'm sure that if he would really need to win +2 against me, he would deliver it. I mean, something filled with such a precision. So, but anyway, so let's check now his statistics, the summary. Average rating, his rating is rapid 2455, as I mentioned already. Average rating in 60 games of his opponents 2667. Very, very. It's actually higher than Magnus has in World Rapid Championship. I will show it after. It's extremely high. Performance 2757, as I mentioned already, this is 2757 is number 4 in the world. Now, this rating, so performance is just incredible, but especially the accuracy, centipound 13.8. I will show you, I think, well, maybe 3-4 times only in history somebody achieved this level of play, especially in 16 games in a row. It's quite a number, and with a strong opposition. So this is absolutely unique, not even mentioned for a player below 2500. Caps, well, this is maybe some of you who are more familiar with chess.com, they know it. 93.3, not bad, let's say. And normal kind of level for very 27 plus player playing classical chess, I would say, a tournament. And then average accuracy when scoring points. That is what I sometimes use, because for anti-cheating, because well, nobody is cheating every single game, even though more and more people are cheating almost every game. But then, so to clean the data, so to say, it's clear when a player is losing. I mean, 99% this game he's playing fair. So what I do sometimes is I only check, first I check all games, and then I only check games which when the player won or made the draw, and compare with top players, yeah. And here, so that is what I did, just in case, even though this is already pretty telling, those numbers. Then average accuracy in games where scored points, he lost 3 games, so 13 games against very strong opposition. Centipound 9.9. This I just started to laugh when I saw that this I never seen yet. Below 10 in rapid chess, I never seen it, really. Not Carlsen, not nobody. I mean, maybe it's a first time in history. At least, okay, online probably not the first time, but OTB for sure. I mean, nobody showed this result in scoring games. I will show you now Magnus performance. Or Caps 95.2 in rapid. It's also, I mean, just not even top 5 level. This is Magnus Carlsen at his very, very best. Again, I remind you, very important, against very, very strong opposition. Yeah. And so now, just for you to finish it, to understand how crazy is all this, how ridiculous simply is all this, I decided to calculate Magnus Carlsen. His last World Rapid, actually I made mistake, 2023, of course, it was December 2023. His last World Rapid Championship, which he won with a very, very, convincingly. And I checked his performance there. In all senses, I mean, rating, performance, and level of play. So he average rating of his opponents in 13 games which he played was 26-30, so considerably lower, even if it's a world championship, considerably lower than my opponent's rating in last 16 games he played within last 2-3 days. Magnus' performance is 28-38. Of course, this is insane. I mean, it is Magnus, yeah. So, but it is extremely high. But maybe if opponents were a bit stronger, he would have a bit less. But still, of course, it's amazing. But when it gets to level of play, accuracy of play, Magnus is, yeah, it's not fully on the same level because he didn't lose a game. I mean, when you're talking Czech, when you're talking about all games, yeah, Svein, he showed 13.8 accuracy in actually more games, in 16 games, including losing games. Magnus didn't lose games, and it was 12.1. I mean, it's insane. It's so strong. It's a Magnus at really at his best. 12.1, very powerful. I mean, but he didn't lose a single game there. So, and Caps 93.3. So here, by the way, exactly the same. So in Caps is 93.3. So, but centipounds, which is a bit more accurate, yeah, you see that Magnus actually is better in centipounds. But then, since Magnus didn't lose a game, let's check. Okay, let's check the games which for sure. I mean, let's throw away the games which for surely played by a player himself, for sure, yeah, since he lost, and leave the games which can be questioned. Not necessarily, but can be questioned in the sense of anti-cheating. And then what we see that, well, here Frederick Swain, accuracy in games which he scored points is much better than Magnus at his best, much better. 9.9 in 13 games against Magnus is 12.1, so considerably better. And the same Caps, Magnus 93.3 and Frederick 95.2, also very considered 50, like good 50 yellow points, better performance. So all in all, this performance, it's top 5 performance in the sense of result, and in the sense of level of play, this is like equal with Magnus. So I would say if now maybe Frederick will, I don't know, play soon with Magnus some match, I think it should be very equal fight. Now it seems that they're more or less on the same level. So, well, then, yeah, I can show games, but maybe later. I don't think it makes any sense to show games. I mean, it's, just on the general note at the end of this video, I want to say that, it's so obvious. Everything is so clear. That's why I even recorded this video before because I know it's just obvious. I have statistics. This is simply, okay, for people who doesn't have a clue about chess, just open their mouths and listen to Hikaru or Chess.com explanations. Total nonsense they're telling and just repeating, I'm sorry, like parrots after them. Okay, I feel pity for them, but at least I don't feel angry with them because they just don't know anything about chess. But frankly, I'm very disappointed with players, professional players, those who are not cheating themselves, who just, have a nice contract, most of them with Chess.com, and just, try to simply not to say anything about it and to pretend they don't notice it or even to defend. This kind of thing, because I can tell you, it's like you will try to explain to physician or that the Earth is, is not round. Yeah, okay, it can maybe work on internet, but it's not going to work with professional. He will just laugh at you. He knows. And chess players, I can assure you, any serious, more or less serious chess player, just looking at the numbers, checking the game, cannot have any doubt. And okay, so it's like, for me, again, it's not I don't care, I play for fun, but frankly, it's very sad to see where are we, the world of chess. How corrupted is this? How cowardness. How much cowardness is there? Yeah, how some kind of businessman who has money and they just can buy anyone and anything. Yeah, Well, that is for me actually sad to see. I could never imagine World of Chess will be in such a dire straits, in such a, such a low point. And well, that's why I'm going to continue. I'm actually doing a lot of work. I have a team, very serious institution, which is doing a lot of work. And believe me, I can just tell one thing just at the end of this video. You can, I'm sure I will receive a lot of insults on. I don't care. I just don't care at all. Believe me, because I know more or less how many people are cheating, even from the top level. I even know quite some for sure who is cheating, that I can tell, and it's not because I'm just convinced, or I don't know. I intuitively I feel it's provable and it's proven. It's already proven. We just, yeah, and it's going to be published. It's just a matter of time to make the, it can take a bit of time just to make it totally provable with all the mathematical research. And it's not only mathematical, but I can guarantee you, everyone who is cheating, who is not cheating, who is defending cheaters, I can guarantee you that it will be revealed. Whatever will happen with me, hopefully nothing, but you never know with those people. But the work is already done. I mean, it's on the process. A lot of proofs about a lot of players. Okay, not a lot, but about quite a number of players are already collected. And those proofs are mathematical and not only mathematical. I mean, it's like undeniable. But then, yeah, then it's just a question of time, bit of time. I will inform you when it will be ready. It will be published in any case, because a very big group of very serious, professionals from a very serious institution they're already working, and then they will not stop. They will do it, because they're also kind of already emotionally involved. They like chess, some of them, even though none of them are chess players, but they're shocked, completely shocked to see all this, and they will deliver it. So, won't laugh at me, don't laugh at me, believe me, don't believe me, it's going to happen. I can promise you, I guarantee you, I already have a lot of proofs, which is like clear already, absolutely clear. It's just a matter to get it into the mathematical, scientific form, to publish it in the magazine, in mass media, and that will be it. So it's going to happen, you want it or not. I'm not threatening or anything. I mean, I'm just informing you, and at least those people who are sincerely, protecting and the players that you cannot accuse or you cannot even insinuate. I mean, just you'll be ashamed. I mean, when you will know everything, when all this will be public, and it's going to be public. So that's all what I wanted to say for today. And yes, I'm going to play probably the last day in this tournament tomorrow. I don't actually care at all. I don't even know whom I play, and I don't care, because yeah, it was a good experiment. I hope you saw everything. If you know a bit of statistics, mathematics, and chess, I think you don't actually have any more doubts about what is happening in the world of chess, in online world of chess, on chess.com. But if you have, it's your choice. We live in a free world. I don't insist. You can have your opinion, but I'll stay. I'm sorry, but I know 100 times more than you, and I'm very sorry to keep doing what I do and to keep having my opinion. Okay, thank you.